The first step in turning pain into power is understanding the truth. People hurt you intentionally. Not everything that comes your way is accidental. Criticism, betrayal, envy, and even sabotage, they are often calculated. Someone doesn't stumble into your life to make you fail by mistake. They aim at your confidence, your reputation, your progress. Recognizing this is not about being paranoid, it's about being awake, aware, and refusing to let others control your emotions. Champions know that the world is full of people who will try to bring you down, and the moment you see the intent clearly, you stop giving them the power to affect you. Once you understand that someone's attack is intentional, you gain an advantage. Pain feels different when it is random versus when it is deliberate. Random challenges can teach you lessons, but deliberate attacks are warnings. They are signals that you are moving in the right direction, that your progress is threatening those who are afraid of your potential. Accepting this changes your perspective. You stop feeling victimized and start seeing opportunity. Every deliberate act against you is a mirror reflecting your strength and the fear you inspire in others. Recognizing intent also sharpens your judgment. Life is full of voices. Some will cheer you on and some will quietly hope for your failure. If you fail to distinguish between the two, you give power to those who don't deserve it. You begin to internalize their negativity, letting their actions slow you down. Champions, however, learn to separate the noise from the signal. They analyze the situation, observe motives, and respond strategically. Awareness is the difference between being manipulated and taking control of your own destiny. Awareness of intent also fuels discipline. When you know that someone is intentionally trying to hurt you, you no longer waste energy on resentment or arguments. Instead, you channel every ounce of your focus into preparation, into training harder, and into leveling up. Your time becomes sacred. Your energy becomes untouchable. Intentional attacks are no longer a source of distraction. They are the very fire that forges your skill, your resilience, and your unwavering mindset. Finally, recognizing the intent allows you to maintain your integrity while staying dangerous. You don't need to stoop to their level, but you also don't ignore the threat. You become vigilant without being paranoid, confident without being cocky. You see the game clearly, you know your opponents, and you play at your peak. Understanding that the hurt is intentional turns it from a wound into a weapon. The moment you see it for what it is, you stop reacting emotionally, and instead you dominate with focus, precision, and results. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Every time someone hurts you intentionally or not, you have a choice: let it break you or let it fuel you. Champions don't just endure pain, they transform it into power. When the world throws criticism, betrayal, or ridicule your way, that energy doesn't disappear. You can either waste it on anger and resentment, or you can channel it directly into your performance, your growth, and your relentless pursuit of excellence. Pain is not a setback, it is raw material. It is fire that, when harnessed, forges you into something stronger, faster, and more unbreakable than ever before. Pain sharpens your focus. When someone deliberately tries to hurt you, it is a challenge thrown down, an opportunity disguised as adversity. Every insult, every betrayal, every failure inflicted by others becomes a spotlight, showing exactly where your resolve is tested. Champions recognize this immediately. They see the discomfort not as a curse, but as a call to action. It is in those moments of hardship that you discover your inner strength, your untapped potential, and the relentless drive to push beyond limits that others think are impossible. Using pain as fuel also builds unstoppable discipline. When life hurts, it tempts you to quit, to take shortcuts, to give in. But champions know that pain is temporary, while the results of hard work are permanent. They channel every ounce of frustration and every pang of disappointment into preparation. They train harder, plan smarter, and execute with precision. Every moment of hurt becomes a step toward mastery. Every setback becomes a lesson, a strategy, and a tool that propels them ahead of everyone else who crumbles under the weight of discomfort. Pain also inspires resilience. Life doesn't get easier, and people won't stop testing you. But when you learn to use pain as fuel, you stop fearing challenges and start expecting them. You move through obstacles with a relentless mindset, understanding that every difficulty is an opportunity to elevate yourself. Those who aim to hurt you, who hope to see you fail, inadvertently become your trainers, your motivators, your secret allies in building an unshakable spirit. Every attack, every slight, every failure is transformed into momentum that keeps you ahead while others fall behind. Finally, using pain as fuel turns revenge into achievement. You don't need to retaliate with anger or bitterness. Your performance becomes your response. The hurt that once threatened to break you now drives you to excel, dominate, and rise above. Every success, every victory, every milestone becomes a statement. The world tried to hold you back, but you turn the very pain they caused into unstoppable energy. Champions don't just survive attacks, they thrive on them. They convert every obstacle into fuel, every insult into motivation, and every betrayal into a stepping stone toward greatness. The world will always test you. People will try to shake your confidence, undermine your focus, and challenge your resolve. Staying unshakable isn't about ignoring the chaos, it's about mastering yourself in the midst of it. Champions know that their mind is their greatest weapon. If your confidence wavers at every insult or every obstacle, your progress halts. But when you become unshakable, nothing external has the power to disrupt your focus. You move with clarity, purpose, and the unwavering belief that your journey is yours alone and no one else can control it. Being unshakable starts with mental discipline. The attacks of others are often loud, emotional, and designed to provoke, but your mind must remain silent, calm, and controlled. It's in those moments of pressure that true strength is revealed. Every insult, every betrayal, every setback is a test, not just of your ability, but of your character. Champions refuse to be reactive. They respond strategically and powerfully without letting emotions dictate their decisions. Being unshakable means standing tall when the world pushes against you and moving forward regardless of the noise. Unshakable individuals turn adversity into focus. While others crumble under criticism or doubt, they use it as fuel to sharpen their skills and refine their game. The harder the pressure, the more precise their vision becomes. Every distraction, every attempt to destabilize you only makes you more determined to succeed. The unshakable mindset is a shield, protecting your confidence, your clarity, and your dreams from anyone who wishes to see you falter. When the storm comes, you don't run from it. You navigate it with mastery, letting your focus remain absolute and your energy undivided. Staying unshakable is also about self-belief. You must trust your abilities, your preparation, and your strategy. Doubt is the enemy that external attacks try to ignite. But the unshakable champion knows that the only opinion that matters is their own. When you trust yourself completely, no words, actions, or judgments from others can sway you. Confidence in your own process and dedication becomes an invisible armor, allowing you to move with power, precision, and unstoppable momentum. This is how victories are won, not by avoiding challenges, but by refusing to be shaken by them. Finally, staying unshakable is about consistency under pressure. True greatness is built not in moments of comfort, but in moments of attack. When everyone around you panics or doubts themselves, you remain steady, calculated, and relentless. You respond with action, not reaction, with results, not excuses. Being unshakable means mastering the storm inside your mind while chaos rages outside. It means turning every attempt to hurt you into a reason to rise higher, push harder, and dominate every challenge in your path. Champions are not those who avoid the storm. They are the ones who stand firm while it rages, unbreakable, unstoppable, and relentless. In a world full of distractions, chaos, and deliberate attempts to pull you off course, focus becomes your ultimate weapon. People will try to criticize, provoke, or demoralize you, but none of that matters if you are fully locked in on your mission. Champions don't waste energy on the noise around them. They study the field, perfect their craft, and execute with precision. Focusing on your game means dedicating yourself completely to your vision, ignoring every distraction, and refusing to let anyone else's agenda interfere with your success. Focus sharpens your strategy. When your attention is divided, opportunities slip through your fingers. The world is full of people trying to manipulate, deceive, or slow you down, but those who master focus see clearly where to move, how to act, and when to strike. Every hour, every decision, every action becomes deliberate. You begin to understand that your results are not determined by luck or circumstance. They are determined by your ability to stay disciplined, stay consistent, and maintain absolute focus on your game. Focusing on your game also means ignoring negativity and staying immune to distraction. Intentional attacks, insults, or envy are designed to pull you away from your path. But champions respond not with anger, but with concentration. They train harder, think smarter, and perform better because their energy is protected. The louder the criticism, the stronger the motivation. By keeping your mind on your goals, you turn the distractions into fuel and the attempts to derail you into proof that you are moving in the right direction. Focus fuels consistency. Success is not a single moment. It is the accumulation of small, precise actions executed daily. Every training session, every decision, every choice becomes more powerful when your mind is unshakable and your purpose is clear. While others falter under pressure, champions execute with perfection because their focus never wavers. They know that results are a direct reflection of attention, effort, and unwavering commitment to the game they are playing. Your focus is your leverage. It multiplies every action and turns ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes. Finally, focusing on your game is how you win silently and powerfully. You don't need to respond to every insult, prove yourself to everyone, or get distracted by attempts to undermine you. Instead, you dominate quietly, letting results speak for themselves. Champions understand that the ultimate answer to every intentional hurt, every setback, and every attempt to bring them down is a performance so undeniable that the world cannot ignore it. Focus is the lens that magnifies your effort, sharpens your edge, and makes your success inevitable. When you stay locked in on your game, nothing, not people, not circumstance, not fear, can stop you. The strongest response to intentional harm is not anger or revenge, it is mastery. Weak retaliation is reactionary, emotional, and temporary. Champions understand that every word, every insult, and every attempt to provoke is a test of their character, not just their skill. To rise above is to take the high road while maintaining power, focus, and dignity. It is the choice to respond not with fire, but with precision, letting your actions, your results, and your relentless pursuit of excellence speak louder than any words ever could. Rising above begins with self-control. When someone aims to hurt you, it is natural to feel rage, resentment, or humiliation. But champions channel that energy strategically. They know that emotional reactions make you predictable, distracted, and weaker. True strength is found in patience, in composure, and in the ability to maintain clarity while others try to drag you into chaos. By staying calm, you protect your energy and sharpen your mind. Your power grows exponentially because it is not wasted on petty reactions. It is reserved for domination on your own terms. Never retaliate weakly, because retaliation leaves you vulnerable. Retaliation driven by emotion often backfires, undermines your credibility, and allows others to dictate the narrative. The real victory is silent, calculated, and undeniable. When you rise above, you become untouchable. You respond with excellence, results, and unwavering focus. You show the world that attacks meant to break you have only fueled your determination, your life, your performance, and your achievements become the ultimate rebuttal to anyone who thought they could harm you. Rising above transforms pain into legacy. Every intentional hurt, every insult, every betrayal can be converted into motivation, strategy, and a step toward greatness. Weak retaliation is fleeting, results are permanent. Champions understand that the most powerful revenge is success, consistency, and undeniable dominance in their field. While others are consumed by anger or obsession over small defeats, you are building momentum, breaking barriers, and reaching heights they cannot even imagine. Your victory becomes a silent, overwhelming statement that speaks for itself. Finally, rising above is about mindset, not circumstance. You cannot control what others do, but you can control how you respond. By refusing to retaliate weakly, you take ownership of your energy, your reputation, and your future. You remain focused on the big picture, on the game that truly matters, your own mastery and excellence. Every calculated decision, every silent victory, every step forward builds a life so powerful that no one's attempts to hurt you can succeed. Champions rise above because they understand the truth. The strongest, most respected, and most feared are not those who react. They are those who dominate with calm, precision, and unstoppable results.